Unlock the secrets of lasting love and uncover the hidden keys to creating a deep, fulfilling relationship. Are you ready to transform your love life by embracing honesty, self-compassion, and understanding? Step into the journey of loving bravely and discover how self-awareness can elevate your relationships to new heights. In Loving Bravely, Dr. Alexandra H. Solomon reveals that authentic, enduring love begins within. This audiobook takes listeners on an insightful journey to understand the foundation of healthy relationships, starting with the one we have with ourselves. Learn how the way we relate to our past, respond to our partner, and show compassion to ourselves can significantly impact the love we attract and nurture. This audiobook offers the guidance and practical wisdom needed to build meaningful connections with confidence and resilience. Focus points. Foundations of self-honesty. Discover why true honesty in relationships starts with a commitment to being truthful with ourselves. Healing from the past. Explore how understanding and addressing past experiences can help us live more fully in the present. Cultural influence on intimacy. Uncover the subtle ways culture shapes our beliefs and choices around intimacy and relationships. Building lasting intimacy. Understand that while physical connection is natural, emotional intimacy requires thoughtful effort. The art of apology. Learn how a sincere apology can be transformative, helping us connect more deeply and resolve conflicts gracefully. Prioritizing partnership. Recognize that the key to maintaining love is actively prioritizing and nurturing our relationships. Learning outcomes. Self-compassion and growth. Cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself, leading to stronger and healthier relationships. Emotional resilience. Gain tools to process past wounds, fostering healing that paves the way for open, trusting partnerships. Effective communication. Develop skills for honest communication, allowing you to navigate challenges and build intimacy. Lasting connection. Learn the importance of prioritizing love to sustain a meaningful, lasting partnership. Forgiveness and reconciliation. Embrace the power of forgiveness to resolve conflicts and deepen your relationships. Focus point 1. The foundation of self-honesty in love. To truly be honest with others, we must start by being honest with ourselves. Waiting for the right person to enter our lives isn't enough. Real love requires us to engage deeply with who we are. Dr. Alexandra H. Solomon explains that brave love is a commitment to embracing the richness of relationships in all their complexity, rather than turning away from or suppressing these experiences. Being mindful and accountable in our love lives allows us to attract partners who are equally invested in openness and vulnerability. With self-awareness, we show up as our true selves, fostering meaningful relationships rooted in genuine understanding and compassion. Knowing ourselves, our values, preferences, reactions, and boundaries makes it easier to commit to others, setting the stage for deeper connections that align with our inner selves. Self-awareness is a journey into understanding our past, emotions, and motivations. It's the acceptance of who we are and the reasons behind our behaviors, allowing us to approach relationships with clarity and strength. This process, known as relational self-awareness, is essential. No amount of advice or techniques can substitute for the bravery and compassion we cultivate within ourselves. Without a genuine commitment to self-awareness, we risk struggling to love others authentically. As we explore further in this audiobook, we'll delve into the ways self-love shapes our capacity to love others well. By understanding and accepting ourselves fully, we'll learn to nurture existing relationships, handle conflicts with grace, and show up for both ourselves and those we care about in lasting, fulfilling ways. Focus point 2. Embracing the past to fully enjoy the present. Enjoying the present often requires us to look back, learn, and heal from our past. Although we live in the now, our views, actions, and choices are heavily influenced by the experiences and patterns we absorbed growing up. Our early family dynamics, whether supportive or challenging, shape our first impressions of love, conflict resolution, and communication. These early lessons become the lens through which we view relationships in the present. To avoid repeating mistakes and to grow as individuals, we need to examine and understand our past. While this journey may be uncomfortable, even painful, it's a critical part of identifying where changes are needed to foster healthier relationships today. As Dr. Alexandra H. Solomon emphasizes, no one is beyond healing. Individuals raised in difficult or chaotic environments can still evolve into compassionate partners and loving parents. Healing becomes possible when both partners can self-regulate and recognize how their histories influence their present actions. Dr. Solomon's Name Connect Choose method is a practical tool for connecting with our past in a way that promotes healing. Here's how it works. Name. Acknowledge the truth about how your past influences you, especially in relationships. Connect. Accept these influences without judgment, allowing space for understanding rather than blame. Choose. Actively choose love in the present, moving forward with conscious intention. By using this method, we can bring greater awareness to the way our past impacts our present. It's about understanding our story as a continuum, past, present, and future, and not letting past regrets or future anxieties overshadow the present. Living mindfully in the now brings a sense of peace and happiness, opening the door to new opportunities, meaningful connections, and the growth we seek in our relationships. Focus point 3. Cultural influence on intimate relationships. The way we approach relationships is deeply shaped by the cultural narratives surrounding us. These cultural tales about gender, love, and societal expectations often influence our feelings and decisions in ways we might not even realize. By becoming aware of how cultural messages shape our beliefs about relationships, we can reclaim control over our love lives and make choices that truly resonate with who we are. Self-awareness isn't about rejecting culture altogether. It's about knowing when cultural messages serve our best interests and when they restrict our ability to express ourselves authentically. Cultural norms can sometimes limit our self-awareness and the freedom to act in ways that may not fit conventional standards. For instance, norms around gender and sexuality can create unnecessary barriers to self-acceptance and self-expression, discouraging those who don't conform to traditional expectations. An essential part of self-awareness is understanding our own gender stories. The narratives we've been taught about masculinity, femininity, and everything in between. Knowing where we stand, irrespective of these cultural norms, allows us to connect with our partners on a more genuine level. Our culture often promotes the ideal of a happily ever after, suggesting that love should be all-encompassing and everlasting. But real-life love stories are more nuanced and evolve over time. Relationships sometimes come to an end, and that's a natural part of life. Not every love story can or should last forever, especially in cases where there's a lack of respect, honesty, or emotional health. One common myth that stems from cultural narratives is the idea that our partners should fulfill all of our emotional needs. This unrealistic expectation can lead to disappointment and dissatisfaction when we expect too much from one person. Recognizing that it's natural to experience some disappointment can help us avoid placing excessive demands on our partners, fostering healthier, more realistic relationships. By questioning cultural stories about relationships and love, we allow ourselves to approach intimacy with an open mind, choosing to create connections that are both fulfilling and authentic. Focus point 4. The effort behind true intimacy. Although sex is natural, building real intimacy within a relationship takes conscious effort and openness. Physical closeness can be a powerful form of emotional communication. As Mae West famously described, sex can be passion in motion. But behind each touch and shared experience lies an intricate exchange of emotions, dreams, fears, and personal truths. Intimacy in relationships relies heavily on self-awareness. Before we can truly connect with a partner on a physical level, we need to understand our own feelings, preferences, and boundaries. This awareness helps us communicate openly about what brings us joy and what feels safe and fulfilling. With clarity about our desires, we can offer and receive pleasure more fully, creating an environment of mutual respect and trust. In both long-term and short-term relationships, nurturing intimacy is a personal choice that requires attentiveness to each other's needs and feelings. Different people may seek varying experiences in intimacy, and some may carry past emotional wounds or confusion. Recognizing and respecting these differences is essential to fostering a healthy, satisfying connection. Sexual pleasure should come from a place of genuine affection and respect, not from self-interest or manipulation. With the right person, someone who values vulnerability, trust, and passion, sexual intimacy can be a powerful way to deepen the relationship and foster a meaningful bond. True intimacy goes beyond physical connection. It's about creating a space where both partners feel seen, valued, and respected. Focus point 5. The power of apology in healing relationships. In any relationship, whether romantic, familial, or friendship-based, one of the most powerful tools for de-escalating conflict and rebuilding trust is a simple, heartfelt apology. Often, it's the small acts, like offering an apology, giving reassurance, or even a thoughtful gesture, that play a crucial role in restoring balance and understanding when things go awry. Take Kevin and Matt, for example. Kevin had recently undergone a medical procedure that left him immobile, relying heavily on his partner Matt for daily tasks. Over time, the stress began to build up, and Kevin became angry with Matt over a minor mistake. The tension between them was palpable. Yet, in a moment of clarity, Kevin apologized sincerely, which immediately shifted the mood, diffused the anger, and restored harmony. This shows how a well-timed apology can prevent resentment from taking root and help couples get back on track. Mistakes are inevitable in any relationship, and no matter how hard we try, we all stumble. The key is not in avoiding mistakes, but in how we address them when they happen. A genuine apology is more than just a formality. It's a heartfelt acknowledgement of our wrongs and a commitment to make things right. When we take responsibility for our actions and show remorse, we open the door for healing and reconciliation. Apologizing, however, is not always easy. It is a skill that requires practice and humility. A sincere apology means acknowledging the impact of your actions, offering accountability, and expressing genuine regret. It's about showing the other person that you understand their feelings and are committed to restoring the relationship. In situations where the hurt is deeper, the apology may need to be accompanied by tangible actions to demonstrate your commitment to change and make amends. Equally important is the process of forgiveness. Offering forgiveness does not mean you condone the behavior, but it shows a readiness to move forward, freeing both parties from lingering resentment. Forgiveness is not just a gift for the one being forgiven, but for the person who forgives as well, as it allows both individuals to move past the conflict and enjoy a healthier, more peaceful connection. Focus point 6. Prioritizing presence and self-compassion in relationships. In today's tech-centered world, our gadgets keep us constantly connected, yet ironically distance us from those physically around us. From incessant notifications to the illusion of infinite choices on dating apps, distractions can make it challenging to prioritize our relationships. However, relationships become richer and more fulfilling when we make a conscious effort to be present, which goes beyond just being physically close. True presence means listening with genuine attention, showing empathy, and engaging with your partner's emotions. This form of deep connection requires openness and mutual vulnerability, where both partners feel accepted and understood. Accepting your partner's love and support, however, isn't always simple, especially when personal struggles cloud your ability to connect. That's where self-compassion becomes essential. Treating yourself with kindness when things go wrong, acknowledging your shared human experience. Conclusion. The insights in Loving Bravely highlight the importance of balancing open-mindedness with self-awareness. Love, powerful as it is, can be challenging to manage, often leaving people feeling lost as they try to navigate its complexities. We often misunderstand love by overlooking the many factors influencing it, both within and beyond our control. This book emphasizes the importance of intentional love, guiding readers toward healthy relationships through compassion, forgiveness, and realistic expectations. Though no universal formula exists for perfecting relationships, we can start by looking inward, reflecting on our experiences, and striving to grow. Finding and maintaining meaningful connections requires patience, resilience, and self-awareness. Begin by evaluating your actions and expectations, questioning any social pressures that may affect your relationship. And when engaging with your partner, aim to be empathetic, honest, and kind. Try this. Be open and honest about your intentions and emotions. Clear communication makes it easier for others to understand and connect with you, fostering a deeper bond. Authenticity in your intentions not only strengthens your relationships, but also attracts the right people into your life. In Loving Bravely, we explored essential aspects of building deeper, more intentional connections. Here's a brief recap of the audiobook's focus points. Self-awareness. Recognizing how personal history and self-reflection affect our relationships. Intentional love. Choosing to love mindfully and with purpose. Forgiveness and compassion. Cultivating empathy for ourselves and others. Cultural influence. Understanding how societal norms shape our views on love and relationships. Effective communication. The power of honest dialogue in fostering connection. Healing and growth. Embracing the past to create healthier relationships in the present. Practical recommendations. Communicate openly. Express your intentions and emotions clearly to build trust and mutual understanding. Reflect regularly. Take time to consider your feelings, experiences, and behaviors to understand what you truly seek in a relationship. Be present. Avoid distractions and actively listen to your partner, cultivating a space of openness and empathy. Challenge cultural norms. Question societal expectations around love and relationships, finding what works best for you personally. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself kindly, as you would a friend, especially during moments of conflict or vulnerability. Reflecting on the lessons from loving bravely, it's clear that relationships are dynamic, requiring continuous self-awareness and growth. By understanding how our personal histories, cultural norms, and self-perceptions influence our relationships, we can foster meaningful connections that are more compassionate and resilient. Love is a journey, and this audiobook offers tools for navigating it thoughtfully. Thank you for joining us on this journey of understanding love and self-awareness. We appreciate your time and interest in exploring ways to build deeper relationships. If you found this audiobook helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Remember, listening to audiobooks like this not only enriches your knowledge, but also strengthens your English language skills. The more you listen, the better you speak. Keep listening, keep growing, and let's continue learning together.